Do what it do. We'll just hang on for dear life.
Yo, this your boy EC22, and this is the FairWeather Fan channel, man. Before we go no further, please like, subscribe, share, but most of all, leave comments so you can join this conversation. And we are back. Yeah, we are. I got my boy Coach D-Way in the house. J-Dub, fellas, what's happening?
What's good? What's good? What's good? It's all good. It's all good. Everyone's good.
J-Dub, what's happening in your world? I heard y'all got a little snow up there, right?
Well, they're trying to stay warm up here. You know that nonsense, constant falls, but it's been very mild this winter, so I don't want to jinx it. So we'll take what little bit we got to deal with. It's supposed to be back up to like 50 degrees by Monday, which is abnormally warm up here for this time of year. So no complaints on that.
I understand that, man. What's going on, Sean? What up, brother, Big Daddy?
Go in the house. What's up, my friend?
Hey, so you know what I got? You know what I'm going to start with, man. I don't know if you guys where you was at this Sunday and Monday, but man, we had some great college hoops going on, particularly the women's side. So I mean, the women really did their thing, but there's a couple of games, not all of them, but a couple of games I really want to highlight, and they're starting out on where's my calendar? On Sunday. They start on Sunday. We had Oklahoma versus LSU. Two powerhouse teams, two good teams, but LSU obviously is the veteran of the two. OU was kind of starting out with their young guard, Aaliyah Chavez, and boy, did they let LSU let them know that there's levels to this game. So, I mean, Flau'jae is really coming to her own. 23 points. She did her thing. Between her and Maloasia Flow-Island, they shut the little young guard down, held her to 11 points. She's normally a 19-point scorer, but, man, they held her down to 11 points. They couldn't do nothing else with her. They had to get scoring from somewhere else, and that's kind of how it went for OU. So this is a good outing, J-Dub, for OU as a young team to experience what it's like to play in an elite school like LSU in the same conference, SEC. What do you think that the young Oklahoma Sooners going to be back? What do they can learn from this loss? By a score of 91 to 72.
Yeah. So first thing I can learn is this is the level of competition that they should expect come March, right? If you're a real contender, and if you're a real contender about a second round, these are all the games you should expect. I think they're a young team doing their thing. It's hard to judge, because LSU has been so successful for the last, handful of years, five, 6 years. So they're certainly at the top of the mountaintop in terms of programs. So Oklahoma's just going through these growing pains. I think they're making the right steps. It's not like they got blown. It's not like it was the Texas A&M game that was a blowout by 60 points or whatever that ended up being. So
yeah,
they're making all the right steps in the right direction. They are certainly going to have these hiccups when they face these juggernauts here as conference play has started, is in full swing, and it's just going to get harder as it goes. So hopefully they can learn from this one and be more competitive the next time they have one of these type of games. Excuse me.
All right, moving on to Louisville versus NC State. That game came out to be 80-88 in overtime. I mean, Louisville expected more. The 9th seed versus unranked team, but this is college hoops. I mean, it came down to Amari Berry scored 33 points in this game. To lead Louisville to rally from 13 points down. You talking about the fact they had to come back, a number 9 team versus an unranked team, had to come back from 9 down to get this thing in overtime and eventually win it. Camille Perry, she scored a season high 26 points, but too much, too little, too late. They dropped the league, end up losing to the number 9 seed. This is what women's basketball is about. NC State took it to them, but like you said, J-Dub, I think this is a lot more to learn that you can't give up before the new games when you play against this team. This was the game to win for them.
And it's certainly I have to imagine a little disheartening, because you were in the game and then they came back on you and they beat you in the fourth quarter to send you in overtime. And by that time that happened, I didn't see the game, but I got to see the highlights of it. They had all the momentum on their side, so it's like it's like you've done all this work and you got there, and now all of a sudden you're back to being a subpar team playing against a top 10 team. So again, conference play in college basketball is always unpredictable. So just stay competitive for the next 4 weeks, and you'll have your chances like everybody else.
And on that note, what conference play is going on? Early this season we talked about the Audi Crook of Iowa State, the Cyclones. How she was doing a great job, but that was non-conference.
Getting exposed.
Oh, the Big 12 is letting them know there's a whole different level.
She so when we talked about her originally, and again, I'm still learning about the young lady as well. So she's a powerhouse. She's a Charles Barkley down there. She's bullying people. But the minute she had to start playing athletic bigs, girls who can move side to side, and her power isn't going to overwhelm them, she's being exposed, having a lack of skill set in the post other than being able to bully people.
Yeah. And that's what's come down to. Moving on over to the SEC play that happened. Well, let's hit this game of TCU versus Ohio State. Big 12, Big 10. Our girl Olivia Miles was there. She was there, but she wasn't there. She scored her points, average. But watching that game, I felt like she wasn't really into the game, especially in the final minutes of the game. I just felt like she was just wasn't in. I expect her to come alive. But I don't know. But it's TCU is still TCU. We really appreciate what they do. But old girl from Ohio State. First of all, you got Kennedy Cambridge. I mean, really was out there doing her thing, man. But it was Chance Gray.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dropping threes. It's like everybody gets the three, and she was just busting. And I did not know Ohio State had a women's basketball team. Did you, Jay? We know their football team ain't worth the dirt, but man, their women's basketball, what in the world?
Shame on you, EC.
I know, right?
That's funny.
But they really did their thing, man. And moving on to Vanderbilt and Michigan, man, that was a great game. The game between TCU and Ohio State beat TCU by a score of 71-69. Came down to the last second. And the same way with this game, Vanderbilt versus Michigan. Man, Vanderbilt got the number 2 score in the whole league on their squad. But man, she was a little bit suspect this last game. she turning the ball over. I mean, the young guard from Michigan, what's her name? Brooke Quarles Daniels. She's okay. She gets a point. She's very small, 5'6". Oh, but man, did I tell you that she put some defense on Michaela Blake's?
And that young lady likes to board too at 5'6". Didn't she have double digits the last 2 or 3 games?
Yeah, she was almost getting ready to get the triple double this game.
Yeah. That's hard, and I mean that's a different level. I know for the ladies it's not as tall, but to be 5'7", 5'6", and you're pulling down 10 a game, or 10 in a game, any game, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, and she was all over it, but the defense 4 steals, and probably 3 of them came on the number 2 scorer in the league, Michaela Breaks. I mean, she was. I mean, obviously Vanderbilt held on barely, 72-69. But man, this Michigan team looked real solid, man. Like I say, they get some of the pieces back. Get a little healthy or get momentum going from their star players, man. They haven't really defined who their star players is. What's so good? Olivia Olsen is one of the superstars. You cannot get a better shot at the end of a game than what she got, and you're their star player. I mean, got it to her, missed it wide open. I don't feel like she was ready for it, even though she knew she was getting the ball. And I don't even know how that makes sense, J-Dub. You know the play's coming to you. She stayed at the top of the key the whole time while the ball was trying to get to her. But for whatever reason, she acted surprised when she got it.
I think that's and she, man, I don't know her year. Isn't she a sophomore or freshman? Isn't she young?
Yeah, she's young.
I think that comes from, being in that situation more often under the limelight. I saw that, and she looked lost for a moment. But again, all these teams, all the ones that you've mentioned, are all going to be the same teams that we're talking about here in the tournament, and get all this behind you now. Livy Olsen, I hope she gets another one just like that and kind of him and Halls on it. So she's ready when it matters.
Right. All right, then, D-Way. What everybody's here to talk about, NFL football. Did we have a week?
What?
We had a weekend that was, there are some people that are still crying. There are some people that are still up hurt. J-Dub particularly. About his teams. Well, before we go there, we got to talk about last night, though. Come on, D-Way. Talk about last night.
Dude. The IU, baby, did their thing last night.
So,
first of all, it was an awesome game.
Yeah.
Something that J-Dub and I always talk about, EC, and I want to get your thoughts on this. Did we see the best two teams in the country playing last night on national television?
I don't know if they're the best two teams, but they put on the show. I ain't gonna give Miami that much credit.
Playing the best. They were playing the best. The two teams playing the best. Let's say that.
Yeah.
It was a really good game if you like watching good football. Both teams played their heart out. There's a lot to be said for a lot of things, including the officiating, but I ain't gonna go there with that right now. IU made history of some sort because when's the last time a national championship team ran the gauntlet and went undefeated?
Yeah.
J-Dub seems to think it was an Alabama team from how many years ago, Jay?
No, I looked into that. It's happened recently.
Really?
We're gonna have to find that again. But not an Indiana team.
well, first of all, give Indiana the props, man, for a great season. I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, they had a great year. So well coached, very disciplined. Their kids know how to play that system. I don't think they have the best athletes, not no stretch, but the team all knows their roles, and they all play their parts, and they all know what to do, and as a result, they make it work, and they don't turn it over. They don't have a lot of penalties. They don't give up the big play per se. Fletcher had a monster run last night for a touchdown. But that was a great game. I enjoyed it. I thought the best team won. What do y'all think?
Man, listen. The one thing I love about this is that obviously I was rooting for Indiana, but if Miami wouldn't have won, it would have created another proud narrative for me, right? The narrative behind Indiana is that we don't typically see an Indiana Hoosier team on the gridiron having this type of success, right? But we done it because of NIL, because of transfer portal, because of the new direction that NCAA is going on. Now, is it perfect right now? No, there are some things they need to change, absolutely. But this gives every team, those teams that we don't think has a chance, it gives them the chance. And if Miami would have won, it would create another narrative, the fact that a team who did not win their conference, a team that's in a lower thought of ACC, win it all. That means they would have to beat a Big 12 team, SEC, then turn around and beat a Big 10 team. That's what I wanted to see, but obviously Miami fell short. But did they give Indiana a scare? They rallied back and almost got it. The interception at the end of the game, when they had the ball in there, it was up to theirs to win or lose, and for good reason, Carson Beck chose to lose it for them.
Bad read, bad throw.
What you got, J-Dub?
No, the first thing I'm gonna say is man, that kid Mendoza, he's something different, and I need to eat a tiny bit of crow because when I said they gave the Heisman to Indiana, that boy earned his Heisman last night for sure.
He did.
Right?
He did.
He
definitely did do that.
I hope amongst hope that some bad struggling NFL team doesn't ruin this young kid. But he's certainly proven that he's him. He studies, he puts in the work off the field, he's got the heart on the field. That little nonsense scramble was he should have been tackled behind the first down marker.
Exactly.
But Hart got him through, and it was so crazy because just about 4 plays before I had sent Coach a message that fourth down conversion, the first one, is going to be the play of the game, and then all of a sudden the next fourth down conversion is even better. So, man, all hats off to him.
Yep.
I'm sure y'all saw his little brother's already entered the transfer portal and is going to Georgia Tech next year.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. So, no, hats off to Indiana. Obviously, the block punt for a touchdown was a huge difference maker.
Monster,
yeah.
But man, they earned it. They earned it all season long. They earned it in the Big Ten championship. They earned it throughout the playoffs. So they are our undefeated champion. First team to ever go 16-0.
Yep. What up, Bob? What's going on with you, brother? Whoever this TMTW, wherever it is, how do I start a live stream? StreamYard, you can do Zoom, all these different platforms. Just link it to your YouTube account. There's tutorials on YouTube on how to do it. But that's pretty much it, man. Get your camera,
Actually,
get
just
your computer.
type that into Google, and I bet they give you an answer.
Yeah, and just jump into it, man. Get your good camera, get your good computer, so you can have the good quality that you need, and man, just create your content and go for it, brother. Jump on out there.
Go with it. Go for it. Talk it, EC. Man,
Yes,
you act like you've done that once or twice.
I know. I've done it a few times, not a whole lot. What up, JP? I was a doubt of Indiana all year long. My bad. Absolutely. Everybody said it was fool's gold.
Everybody's bad.
Yeah.
Everybody's bad.
Yeah, it's all out there. I know. No. I've not uttered one bad word about Indiana. You want to know why? Because I'm the FairWeather fan. I like the team, so I don't speak bad about it.
That's right.
That's right.
Moving on to the NFL, man. Wow. Listen, it's crazy what we saw this past weekend. Getting back to that. For those of you who are still crying, please, we are here for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
we may
are.
not be much counselors, but we can provide you to the one who you shoulder you can lean on. He's a friend that's still closer than a brother. So, you can lead you to someone who's all knowing, and he definitely will get you out of your slump. But man, Bills versus the Broncos was started it all out on Saturday. My God. Coach D-Way, that's your team. That's your guy. Talk about Josh Allen and those Buffalo Bills, man. What's
Josh
happening?
Allen, he embarrassed himself. Josh Allen did not play up to his hype. He didn't lose the game for him, but he certainly didn't help them, win the game. Their head coach got fired. We all know that.
Yeah, Sean
And
McDermott.
here's the deal, guys. The Bills, and we'll all three agree to this because we all agree no. The Bills have underperformed for 3 consecutive years, meaning they didn't reach where they thought they should have gotten to, based on their personnel. Okay. And so when you watch the Bills go 3 years in a row and don't do as well as they're expected to do, then the first thing you do is you got to get rid of your coach.
Yeah.
That's usually how it works. I'm thoroughly disappointed in Josh Allen. He wasn't Superman. And they could have won that game, but Josh was going to have to play stellar, and he didn't. So J-Dub's listening. He's listening to me cry and bitch and moan all week because of it, okay? I'm very disappointed, but at the same time, I give props and I give kudos to the Denver Broncos. Sean Payton, Bo Nix, that crazy Orange Crush defense, congrats, man. Great game, great win. And hopefully, we talked about it earlier, Jay, hopefully Sean Payton can put something together for the backup quarterback where they can, I just think I'm going to steal a line from J-Dub, EC.
Yeah.
If you don't score, all you got to do is get a field goal. We can win.
Yeah.
So that defense is good enough to hold the Patriots, say, 10 points or less. Okay. Bob, is Sean McDermott's fault that they lost? No, but it's part of Sean's fault that they have underachieved for 3 straight years. I mean, I believe it starts in the clubhouse, but kudos to the Broncos. And I know, EC, I know you're not a Sean Payton guy, but that defense, as J-Dub says, they're for reals.
Yeah.
Reals. As my niece Nora used to say, for reals, Uncle David. They are. They got it going on, man.
Yeah.
So what was y'all's take on
What
that?
you got, J-Dub? Yeah, Jada.
So same. Josh left his Superman cape at home, so he the turnovers, 2 interceptions and 2 lost fumbles, and I get that. You can't have that from a guy that we are having in the MVP conversation every year.
Thank you.
But the defense didn't show up for the Bills. The defense for the Broncos, of course, showed up, sacks, hurries, all that good stuff. But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the defense really harassed Bo Nix that much. I know they didn't get a sack. I don't know how many quarterback hits they got or whatever we're referring to that at this time. But, man, it's tough. It's tough. And y'all have heard me preach it, and I will continue to preach it. I preach defense. But I really did think that the Broncos secondary had enough holes in it that Josh could be the man that we thought he would be and chop him up a little bit. But when you start the game having turnovers, now you're behind and you're overthinking everything you're doing.
Preach.
You're starting to hear footsteps that aren't there. So, and to Bob's point, I don't know that Sean McDermott is the fault, and I'm not even going to go as far as Coach said, and the last 3 years have underachieved. A ball goes a different way at any time. My problem with it is I don't know who you think you're going to get that's going to do a better job than Sean McDermott has done.
Yeah.
So, and I know I read about
Jay. Can't we say that about John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin too?
But yes, we can say that about them, but they were there for so long that I don't think they needed a new coach. They wanted a switch in culture. They wanted a switch in leadership, not in a bad way. Just like I said last week, it's not a bad thing sometimes. You had 2 decades, and he's had 8 seasons, 9 seasons, so he's nearly had a decade. But I mean, a couple of their heartbreaking losses in the playoffs, came to a phenomenal Kansas City Chiefs team. And I mean, so you always got to find a way over the hump. And I agree with you. The coach is the first starting point of that. But right. I don't know that was the move. I didn't feel like that was a good move. But again, they know more than I do. But I thought it was a good game. I thought Bo had a couple dimes and then he had a couple terrible plays. So he was the normal Bo Nix. I just think Josh left his cape at home. And when he does that nowadays, we seem to judge him harshly because we've expected him to be Superman every game.
Yeah.
But James Cook had a great game. I think he had 115, 120 yards. It was a good game, and somebody has to lose, right?
Yeah.
One thing I would look at when I look at this game is like we all of us know that the Buffalo Bills have holes in their game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is. There's no sock. There's not me just tripping. We all know that, right?
Right.
The problem is when you got holes in the bucket and you fill it with water and you only got to go a few inches, it don't look as bad. But when you got to carry that thing uphill 20 miles, all your water coming out. And that's what they had to do against the Denver Broncos. They had to play a little harder, a little longer. They had to be more consistent, and the water was just seeping out of those holes, right?
That's right.
They have identity in certain areas, but they don't have identity in other areas. We're still trying to determine who's their 1 and 2 at the wide receiver core. You can't win a game like that. You can't. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
So early for the Denver Broncos, but they figured out an identity. Sean Payton has brought just something amazing to this organization, right? Now when it comes down to coaching and the quarterback play, Josh Allen, listen, we get it. Running the ball, putting it all in your hand, you being their only option. That now you're hurt. What you say, if everything hurt, nothing's hurt, you're aching all over. This is what happens when you have a whole season of you trying to do everything. And the time you needed the most, you ran out of gas and you just don't have it. We saw that in the Philadelphia game. We watched that. That's where you are right now. And Sean McDermott, brother, I've been preaching and drinking your Kool-Aid all season long.
Yeah.
You're going to find another job. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to the gridiron, it takes an extra set of eyes. And right now, your eyes has been seeing the same old thing these last couple of years because we've been producing the same old thing. There's nothing wrong with your coaching style. Somebody else got to come over and find those gaps and find those holes and plug those holes in and make this team better than what they already are. Kudos for you for getting us to this point. But now somebody else got to take us the rest of the way because that's just what it is, right? You had your chance, and now your time is up. I will say this about narratives, right? I don't believe in throwing the race card around and stuff like that when it comes down to sports and stuff like that, because that's different politics. But it's so obvious that for the mainstream media, we're going to hold everybody accountable because that's what we do. But for the mainstream media,
love it.
If Jalen Hurts have a bad game, top news. Dak Prescott have a bad game, top news all week long. Lamar Jackson have a bad game. Oh, my God, you cannot sleep without bringing his name up. Josh Allen have a bad game, crickets. You got to hold everybody accountable, y'all. I'm not saying you're not thinking it, but I understand the narrative. It may not be necessarily the media personalities, but the network knows what's going to sell and what's not. Nobody cares about Josh Allen having a bad game. Nobody cares about what what's name did last week in that blowout, Justin Herbert. Nobody cares about what happened to Brock Purdy. But when you're MVP caliber like my two-time MVP like Lamar Jackson, that's must-see TV to rip him up and say to critique his game. Same way with MVP, Super Bowl MVP and Super Bowl winner with Jalen Hurts. You got to trash his game. And, oh, my God, you cannot be anybody that wear a star on your helmet without having a microscope and critiquing your games. But that's not fair to the players who really need held accountable. If you're going to hold one accountable, you got to do the others. So Josh Allen, all week long, all season long, a few years ago, I apologized to you because I called you overrated. And I felt bad. But you got to come to the front of the class. Not Josh Allen. Come on to the front, sir. It is on you. Listen, man.
Totally agree.
Listen. Don't hold your head down. I don't want to see you crying out another tear, sir. You know exactly who you is and who your mama raised. You know where to get better. We want you to get better. Talk to your coaches, talk to your GM, talk to your training team. Tell them the pieces that you need. If you need a wide receiver, tell them. Because you can't do it all your own. If your defense need to get better, I know it's not your side of football, tell them. Tell them what you need. All right, Josh Allen, wipe your tears, go to the back of the classroom, and we'll see you next year.
He said wipe your tears, go back to the classroom. Oh, you see you tripping, dude. You tripping.
The bills that I need. Exactly.
We got hot news in the house. Z-Man, the Bills do not need Josh the Superman. He needs to sell his Superman suit and just be a quarterback. The more he tries too much, the more mistakes he makes. There's a lot of truth to that, Z-Man. Yes, sir, there is.
All right, then. The other game that happened on Saturday night that we all turned the TVs off probably after the second half, before the second half, is, man, oh, my God, the 49ers and the Seahawks. J-Dub, it's all on you, brother.
But I ain't going to have a lot because that's the only game I didn't see. I was at a comedy show.
But you've had better tickets then.
Yeah, but it's a game that, I mean, eventually the 49ers clover in the rear end had to wear off, right? I mean, they are a phenomenal team, coach phenomenal. They have great things going on, but man, just to limp along as far as they did, and then they ran into this juggernaut with, like Coach says, a mean defensive line. Sam Darnold played at a high level. The thing that sucks, I was reading about yesterday, the day before, is so Charbonnet is done, okay? And I'm not saying he's the greatest, but he was a good 1-2 punch with Walker the third.
Yeah.
The fast guy, the hard hitter, so it's going to be interesting to see how that affects them in the next round. However, they got lucky that they're playing a Rams team that is good defensively, but they're not super solid. So again, they dominated a team that we've been talking about all season, how they've been piecing it together and staying relevant. And we'll see if they can run the table there at home. And then the Super Bowl is like 100 or 200 miles south of them, so that's basically a home game too. Right. So like Coach has said for a couple weeks now, they should be the odds-on favorite, the betting favorite, even before this game was played.
Right.
So you don't believe in Kenneth Walker? You don't think he can take over that?
No, I love Kenneth Walker. I'm a big fan, but it's been nice for them to be able to run some I formations with him, and then all of a sudden pop Charbonnet out on the side on a sweep or something like that. So that option is going to be gone. I don't know who their third running back is. I apologize for not being a Seattle super fan, but so it's going to be again. Luckily, I think we're going to see some offenses trying to get the ball through the air between both teams, and we'll see if Kenneth can do it by himself.
They ain't got nobody. Everybody on IR. George, Halani's on IR, and Kenny McIntosh is on IR. Now Charbonnet is out. Yeah, it's all on Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. And he can do it. He can do it. It's been nice to have that threat of an outside run threat at any time, too. It makes running inside a little bit easier.
Now, what's the deal with Sam Darnold? Is he hurt or something like that? Hurt some stuff.
I haven't seen him being hurt.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Well, not like hurt out, but they said he's questionable right now. They got him listed as questionable for this game.
Huh.
He must have got he must have got a turf toe or something like that for
it's his oblique. It's his oblique. He's gonna play. They're gonna wrap him up tight and put them pads on him. That's no excuse in the championship game.
He said, I saw versions 2 of the Legion of Boom. Yeah. That Legion of Boom team was off the chain, man. And I didn't like none of them players on that squad. I hated the Legion of Boom team for what they did to the Broncos, but that's okay. I've gotten over that when I was a Broncos fan. But, man, Sunday did not disappoint. Sunday, man, I don't know where you was at, but, man, starting out with the Texans and the Patriots, it was good until it wasn't. But, Coach D-Way, what you think about this game?
Man, I hate to steal J-Dub's thunder here, but I will. He don't care. Monster fan of C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud, the guy. Okay. Good person, incredible man of faith. I love all that about him. But when it comes to playoff football, in a violent area like New England, in Foxborough, Massachusetts, he just doesn't have enough bullets in his gun in his pistol to make it work. And their defense played wheels off. The Texans' defense was phenomenal. I don't want to make anybody mad on here that's listening in, but I'm still convinced that the Patriots are all that in a bag of chips. So, yes, Bob, exactly. Bob, I agree. He needs to come. Not only does he need to come in front of class, he needs to turn his hands over so we can get.
I think he needs to go down to the principal's office. I think the front of the class isn't enough. Listen. So I agree with everything he said. I love C.J. Stroud, and I'm not a Clemson fan, but when he got to Houston, started paying attention to the young man. I'm a huge fan of him personally, but bro, the last two playoff games he's participated in just cost him $25 million for real. Like even if they renegotiate a contract, it'll be far less because of what you've done in the playoffs. And you've really been doing it all year long. I mean, even the games that you were decent in, you were just a decent quarterback. Just not ready. I think I saw somebody talking about if he spikes the ball every single play, you end up with a 38 rating. He had a 28.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Jay, did you say Clemson?
Or I'm sorry, is that right?
Didn't he? I could be wrong. Didn't he go to Ohio State?
That makes more sense. Yeah, he is Ohio State. My bad.
Okay. And you're not.
Deshaun went to Clemson. Deshaun went to Clemson.
You're not an Ohio State fan either, so it still works.
Right. Yeah. The defense did their thing. That I know they gave up that second touchdown in the second quarter, but they kept him in it, and then the Butte one-handed touchdown grab was phenomenal, and that was the end of that. So they got to find a quarterback. They have to find a guy who can drive the bus. They don't need Superman. They don't need Patrick Mahomes. They don't need Lamar Jackson. They need a Bo Nix. They need They need a guy who can go out there with confidence and give them a drive or two that gives their defense a break every so often. I know their defense wants to play 60 minutes, but they can't play 60 minutes.
EC, give us your overall, view on the summary on the Texans and Patriots game.
Well, I'm a fan out of the Patriots. I love the Patriots all the way.
Oh my God!
I just knew this team was going to do it. I'm not a huge fan of Vrabel, obviously, because we watched so many of that bad Tennessee team. He couldn't get in there, and the way that Robert Kraft them did Gerard Mayo. So that's kind of where I stand with that. I still think Gerard Mayo could have got this team where they are right now, but they're going to keep the narrative. They got the guy they wanted. They're going to pull all the praises on Vrabel. Okay, is what it is. But Drake May showed us last year who he can be. And I had no doubt about it. Then you got Keyshawn Booty and they didn't even play the rookie running back, Kavion Henderson. You know, they just kept the ball with he got in for a few games, but man, you know, that Bills team, I mean, that Patriots team, man, is a complete team.
Mm-hmm.
They are a complete team, and now they're about to get handed a win to Denver because Denver don't have their starting quarterback. So they've already got their.
Be careful.
I'm just saying, because they're going to get out coached and they're going to get out man, and I just think that
get out coach. Okay.
They're going to get out coached and they're going to get out man. I mean, you can't put this in the hands, the bus in the hand of a guy who ain't drove a bus in a while. Now, this is playoffs. Regular season maybe, but this is playoffs. Yeah, this is where and Bowden.
You make a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, Drake May is playing now. You know, he's doing his thing. And listen, when you're playing against a tough defense like Houston, I kept watching the game. I said, Bravo is about to find a way to break it down. I said, Drake May is about to look at the defense and find a ways to score. They wasn't afraid. They took a hit, play by play, possession by possession, over there looking at that old Microsoft pad, finding out what they need to do things. and at the right time, the right decision was made to get them to win. And then, of course, C.J. Stroud is trying to do it all himself, throwing 4 interceptions in the game. It just, you know, that's just what that is. And that's what's going to happen to this backup quarterback in Denver.
Okay.
He's going to be trying to do too much, and, you know, it's going to come down to coaching. They're going to have to coach that guy, you know. But I will say this for the Texans. Nick Caley, he's the offensive play caller for the Texans. He's going to have to do better. I don't put all this on CJ. I put all this on preparation. Coaches got to be held accountable, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know what CJ can do. We started this rookie year. We know his greatness. We've seen it flashes throughout this year. But when it comes down to situational football, when guys are not lined up right, when the play is just not right, what do you do once the ball is snapped? But tries to make something happen. A lot of his plays were just head nods and finger pointing, go here, go there, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get balls in. The play was already doomed from the start, right? DeMeco Ryan, you're going to have to fix your old coaches. Because guess what, sir? Before your coaches, you on deck. So you better start grab some cats and say, hey, not on my watch. I'm not getting fired behind this because they are on deck. This is 2 years now, J-Dub.
Mm-hmm.
And got but one more. Otherwise, they're going to be looking for something else.
Yeah, and even I agree with that. You got to find a way. Last year, that phantom quarterback roughing call cost them a lot, but this year was on them 1,000%. There's no excuses. Again, I agree with you. Preparation. I think this was Nick Caley's first year, so maybe that relationship can grow and they can be better prepped or better with the hand signals. But yeah, man, it was bad to watch as a fan. But then every time the defense came on, in my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe the defense can get us the touchdown, right? But that didn't happen, even though they played phenomenal. So the better team won the game. And it was something else I was trying to explain. I was trying to explain to one of my kids why I love nasty weather for playoff games, because, you know, we start in summer when everything is perfect. The playing field is good. The weather's good for the most part. There may be a rain game here or there. As the season goes on, the terrain gets tougher. It's like they're turning up the hardness level. So the Houston Texans was my biggest concern, playing in the South and playing in a dome. They weren't ready for the outdoor weather. And I don't know if that affected it to the tune of 4 interceptions and 2 fumbles, but it certainly seemed to play into New England's hand.
What does Z-Man say? CJ was in Houston again during the game. He did not make the trip to New England.
No, he did not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brandon, what's up, Marshall? He said, didn't Nick?
That's what I'm talking about.
Well. Now that's a different one. You talking about a guy who only played 20 games with a
and who played during the regular season, so
right. You're right. You know, Nick Folk was a starter at one point in time, so there's a difference. And we can say thing about Peyton Manning, who was the backup when they went to the Super Bowl the second time in Denver. He didn't get the game because they got hurt and win them the Super Bowl, and made co-MVP with our guy, the defensive lineman. So
Von Miller.
So yeah, so he know good and well that when he shouldn't got MVP.
So I'm rooting for New England, 1,000%. Rooting for New England, but I'm not going to count out a defensive-minded team playing at home in January.
Yeah,
So I think the crowd noise for if you win on the defensive side of the ball, I think the home field advantage is a little stronger than if you win on the offensive side of the ball. That's just my opinion.
No, that's fact. That's fact. Speaking of nasty weather, oh my God, man, Chicago Bears and the LA Rams. You talk about some nasty weather as well.
Okay,
It was cold.
Let me set this up for us, okay?
Okay.
The Chicago Bear LA Ram game, the environment, the outdoor football play, the elements, the weather, in that kind of environment with those kind of fans, passionate fans, is my favorite type of football game, especially if it's a playoff game and especially if it's a close game, and even more especially if it goes into overtime. Bob, don't even start, Bob. I don't even start. Bob, you've been waiting the whole show to say that. But I want to tell you guys, football is to be played outside in those types of elements, especially playoff football. And for that to go into overtime and for both of those teams deserve to win that game, I freaking loved it. EC, go ahead.
J-Dub, what you got?
Yeah, timeout because I'm finna have to get to basketball practice. Phenomenal game. I don't think I have anything negative to say about either team. I'm gonna respond to Brandon. That was not an interception, just like it wasn't an interception in the Bills game, right?
Right.
If the knee's down and the process of the catch is over, then the ball's down. But I don't know what a catch is anymore ever since Calvin Johnson put the ball on the turf. But I do want to say for my football viewing career, that Caleb Williams touchdown pass is easily in my top 10 plays.
I mean, it was just sick.
I cannot believe he threw it that far, getting hammered after running backwards 15 yards. I got none but praise, and I agree with Brandon. The optimism with Ben and Caleb moving forward should be the sky is literally the limit, right?
1,000%.
I think Ben found a way for Caleb to play his best. I think Caleb trusts what Ben is doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit here and say the Bears should be top 4 contender for next season. I would think odds on favorite. They're in the top 4 from Vegas. Absolutely. I don't know what a foot move is. I mean, listen, so I get it. Before you start trying to describe it to me,
you say he didn't make a football move.
A football move. All right. Before you start trying to describe it to me, I've seen so many plays that anybody could call it either direction. I don't know what that means anymore. So whatever the officials say is what we have to go with, and we can complain as Fairweather fans all day long, but, you know, the call went the way it went, and it sucks for the Bears fans. But let's go, Matthew Stafford. Get you one more ring so we can start talking about you as a top 10 quarterback of all time.
Yeah. All right, JW, you said you had to get on out of here?
Fellas, got to go. Love it. They got a basketball team waiting on me to get a kid there.
Okay. Cool. Right, give us your final thoughts before you go. We'll let you roll.
Man, final thoughts is people disagree with me about what I'm finna say. The 4 teams left in the NFL playoffs, it is my opinion that all 4 teams can hold their head high regardless of what happens in the next game. They made the Final 4. We call it that for a reason in college basketball. I think all 4 teams are successful at this point. I know I'm rooting for an LA New England Super Bowl. But ultimately I don't have anything bad to say about the 4 teams that are still standing. So
cool.
Y'all enjoy the rest of the show. I'll talk to y'all soon.
See you, Jay.
Hi, brother. All right, D-Way, just you and I, we're gonna close this thing out, man. Listen. D-Way. So I'm gonna give my little 2 cents about the Bears game. Hold up. I think Bob is saying Rams and Broncos in the Super Bowl. I can appreciate that.
I hope so, Bob.
My biggest thing about this game is that, you know, Caleb Williams obviously did his thing. We don't need to parrot that situation. But the Rams keep playing with their food. Barely won against the Panthers. Barely won against the Bears. Not suggesting that the Bears was an easy walkover, but they definitely should have played a little bit better against the Panthers. And they came out lucky in both games. particularly this game because that was Caleb's game to win or lose. And just like some of the other teams we talk about, just like we talk about Carson Beck, he chose to lose it. You know, you can't make those throws in that type of situation. You can't get it back all in one play. But that's been Caleb's deal. It's all or nothing for him. He's going to play that way, right? And you can appreciate it, you can hate it. But, man, I think we all agree that that the Bears fans have been looking for this for so long. I think they deserve it. One of the franchise that deserve to have some type of success, to have some type of hope, to have something to rally behind. And this Bears team, we knew Ben Johnson was going to do a great job, but this is a whole lot faster than we thought of, J-Dub. I mean, D-Way. Now, in all transparency, I got to tell this story. I was at my little hangout spot with a group of friends yesterday watching the game, and you talking about I got nothing but Bears fans. All Bears fans. So out of the spirit of being the Bears watch party, I had my Bears hat on. I was there rooting for the team.
Oh, B. Marshall's going to be happy with you.
And man, I was loving every bit of it. But it's something when something happened, when the interception happened, I kind of ducked down in my bag, slipped into a corner and pulled out my Rams hat and put it on, and I barely made it out. So, woke up this morning, my friends have finally getting over it. They got yesterday. They got over it. This was a Monday. I got a Monday call, text people. They gotten over it. They're not mad at me anymore. But man, that was funny. That's what I do as a FairWeather fan, right? But the easy thing, the main thing, I got home safely.
Yes, you did. I'm with J-Dub. The Bears, Caleb and Ben, in that defense, they only got one. They're only going to go one direction. That's up, up, up. Okay, and so I'm excited. I'm excited about that. And I know B. Marshall's going to give me some flack, but at the end of the day, the best team won. Okay, the Rams are the better team this year, anyway. And so now we got. Let's talk about, if you want to, Eve, matchups.
Go ahead.
The last two games, we've got Denver and New England, and we've got Seattle and the Rams.
Yeah, so the matchups with New England and Denver is what I said earlier. The Broncos, defensive-wise, can match up. Once again, we watched Drake May break down the Houston defense.
Yep.
He's going to do the exact same thing when it comes down to the Denver Broncos don't have the type of defense that the Houston Texans have.
Yeah. What's going to happen? Yeah, and what's going to happen is, you're right, is the Broncos defense is going to be on the field the entire game, just like the Texans defense was. And those guys are going to get tired, and and that's when big plays start happening. And so, so that we'll see. But and then the Rams in Seattle, it should be a classic. I'm pulling for the Rams hard because I love Stafford. But I think Seattle's the better team. Seattle's playing at a high level right now, just like the Patriots are. You know, what do you think?
Oh man, the Seattle Seahawks, they kind of remind me of the Indiana Hoosiers.
Okay.
Everybody called them fool's gold. Nobody believed.
Yep.
It's like Indiana Hoosiers. I'm not sold out. I'm not sold. Blah 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 blah. But the definition of fool's gold is when you put it on your neck, when your neck turn green. And at this point, just like the Indiana Hoosiers shined all the way to a national championship, proving everybody that their gold is real, it's the same way with the Seattle Seahawks. They are proving they're not fool's gold. Whether they win the Super Bowl or not, they are proving that this team is not fool's gold. Sam Darnold showed us last year what the type of quarterback he can be. Showed us all these years that he was under wrong leadership.
Agree.
This is football. This is football. So the matchup with the Rams, in my opinion, are one of those teams that you want to play, but you don't want to play. If you can beat the Rams, you can go and walk away saying we can beat anybody. However, they're a team that just doesn't really put a lot of fear in people's hearts. So I said a lot, but didn't say nothing at all. So let me say it this way. The Seattle Seahawks cannot play with this team. I think they're the better team. I think they're clicking on all cylinders. I think they got the momentum, but this is not something that you can't do a dry run through. You got to come in and play this team and take this team out. You can't let them hang around.
Wow.
Matthew Stafford is that guy. If I had the ball in Sam Darnold's hand at the last minute or Matt Stafford had in the last minute, obviously the edge is going to go to the veteran and the guy who's proven to do it.
100%.
That's why you can't give it to that point. You can't leave it up to officiating, whether it's a catch or no catch, interception or interception. You got to do what you did at 49ers, beat them down. The only recipe. Say both these games be a great watch. So and so, but I'm so hurt though. Going back to the Broncos, to win a game, and 2 plays before you win a game, you go out for the rest of the season. Bo Nick's brother, listen, I'm not a fan of your coach, but I'm a fan of you, sir.
Okay.
Come back well, be the quarterback we know you can be. Be one of these top 10 elite quarterbacks. There's a lot of positions to take, man. Be that guy. You know, I know it's heartbreaking for you. Don't put it on yourself. Don't get your head down in the dump. You did what you can do. Stidden, don't go out there feeling like that it's going to be a win or loss on you. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. The Denver Broncos got nothing to hold your head down because y'all already know. If y'all had all y'all pieces, y'all know y'all be beating New England. He said, I think we're going to see Rams and Pats.
I hope the Rams are in it, Brandon. I hope you're right.
I'm going with the blue team. Seattle and the Patriots.
I thought you were going to say Seattle and Denver, but yes.
No, the Denver Broncos. No. I got to be realistic. They ain't got no chance. But I love Matt Stafford and I love the Rams, but I love Seattle more at this particular time of the year.
Rude.
So I know, man. Because I don't understand, and nobody can give me a good logical explanation of why they think Matthew Stafford is an elite first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't understand the logic other than, he's just good. Because if you look at Matt Stafford, how many times have we seen highlights? How many times have he controlled the media space on a Monday morning? Never, other than the Super Bowl. We've seen Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott. Do I need to name more? We've seen Drake May highlights, C.J. Stroud, the kid that was in Washington. But we never seen Matt Stafford control a Monday morning highlight reel. Never. But somebody wants to convince me that he's first ballot Hall of Famer and he can be the greatest quarterback since Joe Montana. No, I don't think so. So therefore, I want to see him win. And Drake May is this year's MVP.
Oh, he just might drop me. He just might drop us.
No, well, you can pick it up if you want to.
Hey, let me go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah. Let me go ahead and get it. Let me go ahead and pick it back up again. So, Matt Stafford, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay.
And if Matt Stafford can beat Seattle, Matt Stafford can win a Super Bowl this year, he is 100% a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's a lot. He's got to do a lot to get there. But mic's on still, right? Okay, there we go.
I agree. Now, if he gets 2 Super Bowls in his career, and the route that he's got to take to get this one, having to go through, and in the playoffs, then I know that I will be a believer. But beating the Panthers is impressive. Winning anybody's game against the Bears is impressive, but you still got 2 more games to win, sir. In my opinion.
Well, and
if he gets to the Super Bowl, I would give him first ballot. If he just get there, if he beat the Seattle Seahawks, then I would stand down and call him the best. He said EC needs to be tested. Stafford is. Listen.
Way to go, EC.
See, thank you, Lewis. He said
era-defining quarterback. I disagree. So
listen, for the last 5 years,
if Stafford would have had any defense at all in Detroit,
we can't give him no excuses now.
They would have won. We can't give him no excuses. Okay, I love you. I still love you though. It's all good.
I know, but I'm just saying though, I understand what people are trying to say about Matt Stafford, right? Because when you look into this league right now, when you look at all the young quarterbacks that people are tired of seeing, they're tired of seeing Josh Allen, they're tired of seeing Lamar, tired of hearing about Dak, tired of hearing about Patrick Mahomes. And so when you look at Matt Stafford, this guy who's stood the test of time, who's been in that thing, right? Yes, I get why people root for him. And yes, at his age and his career level, his IQ is great. But once again, EC needs to be tested. Stafford is sure in Canton. I'm not saying he's not in Canton.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying he's not first ballot at this moment, right?
And I'm gonna say this. If in my head, if I need a drive, last minute drive.
Yeah.
And I got to pick Josh Allen or Matt Stafford. It's a no-brainer. I'm taking Stafford all day long, every day. Okay.
I mean, it's easy to say that because Stafford's still in the playoff and Josh Allen's not, and we saw what he did.
Thank you.
But I would still take Josh Allen because a healthy Josh Allen, because of what he can do. Josh Allen was not healthy. But you give me a healthy Josh Allen, I'll take him over any quarterback in the league.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
But I just want to know, and for all those, and listen, he's definitely in Canton because we've seen people getting Canton for less. So that goes without question. We've seen first ballot Hall of Famers get in for less. I watched T.O. not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and we saw what he did. So there's a lot when it comes down to first ballot, not first ballot, right? We all can have our opinion. But whether he's first ballot or not, everybody that's still on this call, they're still on this podcast. I want you guys to do some homework. Next week, get it all typed up, send it to me via text message or whatever. Give me your highlights and your real good pitch of what Matt Stafford has done. Remember some games. Give me some moments that you felt like when you watched Matt Stafford, you were like, oh, my God, this guy is all that in a bag of chips. Do that for me. I'm giving you a week to think about it. You got 7 days, and we'll meet you back here next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. on the FairWeather Fan channel. You know, man, I love it.
All right, EC, who are you picking to win?
Oh, God. Hold on. Lou's got a. We said Stafford ranks in the top 10 NFL history of passing yards, T downs, and one of the few QBs with a 5,000-yard passing season with a Super Bowl win. However, he lacks consistency, team success early in his career. He would need to continue to build on an already strong resume. If he does win the Super Bowl this year, then yes, he just increased his chances of being a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I agree.
Man, I give Lou props for that. I agree.
Yeah. So who my prediction is to win the Super Bowl?
Yes, he was, B.
First of all, I know a blue team will win.
That's funny.
It'll be Seattle. You know what, man?
No, first of all, who do you want to win it? And then who do you really think will win it?
Honestly, I want New England to win it.
Okay. And you think they're going to win it?
I think the Seattle Seahawks will win it.
Okay. So I want the Rams. So I want the Rams to win it, but I think Seattle will win it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we agree. Well, we do agree there, man. But yo, this comes to the end of the show, man. This is your boy EC22. Brandon, he said, what did he say? He was all that at Highland Park. Yeah, he was. But yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. He's got to be that now. No, but the kid has he's always been phenomenal.
Especially for B. Marshall. B. Marshall knows this. He shops at HEB, so he knows that yesterday's prices weren't today's market.
I know, right? Too. And you go to Market Street, you really gonna get ran out the door, boy. My goodness.
You already know, bro.
Hey, so D-Wade, what do you got in your final thoughts before we end the show? Final thoughts, sir.
I mean, it should be good. I mean, again, congratulations to Indiana for just a phenomenal year. And people have got to understand they had a phenomenal year last year too. So they've been back to back. I'm super looking forward to this weekend, obviously, and seeing 2 more good games. And we're gonna probably next week, I'm sure we're gonna dive heavy into some hoops, which I'm excited about that as well. Yeah. So we will we'll see. I'm really, my final thought is, why in the holy HELL toothpicks did Baltimore hire Mike McDonald? That's my final thoughts.
Well, I have my take on that. I don't like it, but there's so many coaching hires out there, and we're gonna wait till we get all of them before you rank them.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Because honestly, I can talk for the next 2 hours on that hire and why I don't like it. Why and why I think it happened, you know. But oh God, don't get me started. I'm not going to even try because I will say some stuff that I want to lose anybody.
There you go.
Yeah, we got 1 minute. We got 30 seconds left. But anyway, my final thoughts is this, man. It's just like I said, when all the coaching hires get done, we're going to really rank these teams as far as how they did when the coaches, and then just, then we'll go from there. But yeah, college hoops, men's, women's, NBA basketball. Next week, we're going to really dive into that since we're down just to the last 2 teams. We're going to really get into it, y'all. This is your boy EC22 with Coach D-Way. Shout out to J-Dub, who had to leave early. This is it, man. We got one final word for Brandon Marshall. He said, first time I've ever seen EC without a team ahead. But yes, worship.
Hey, man. That's fly, dude. That's fly, man.
I was doing my other podcast, and I was doing some recording over there, and then the shot clock ran out, so I had to jump over here, so I didn't feel like changing hat. But in all transparency, that's where we are, man. This your boy EC22, man. Join us every Tuesday, 6 p.m.-ish Standard Time here in the Metroplex, man. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, man. Join us there. We love to have you. But always, like we always say, like, subscribe, share, believe, comment so you can join this conversation.
Yep.
And for myself, Brandon Marshall, Louis Medford, Bob Nowinski, Sean, I got Sean, Z-Man in the house, all of you guys, JP.
Justin Pirtle, yeah.
JP, man, and even TMTM, who needed to know how to get on live stream. Thank you guys for joining the show, man. And for this Tuesday, until next Tuesday, throwing up the deuces, we are